what to do with it. Are we never gonna laugh at me, or? Where to adjust myself. I went to I don't know if you guys are all high. I don't want to speak to anything anymore. I did a show for all high people once, and they were just like, ah, the whole time. So I get it. I can like soothe you from here. You're beautiful. I'm doing great.
Well, thank you.
All good. Let's see. I'm unemployed. Yeah, like for like the pandemic, I'm like, sure. It could be that. Two lot of things, you know. I noticed that the government ran out of that $600 a week. That was incredible. That was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. And then they ran out, and then I saw that Bezos has doubled how much money he has in quarantine. I'm gonna call the government and be like, I found it. It's right there. Let's go get it. Let's go get that. We need to stop buying from him. You guys need to stop buying. I still need to get stuff. Amazon, I can't stop buying. It's free shipping. It's incredible. Need those coasters, you know? But the government sent me a letter about unemployment, and they included a paragraph that said, this is the least amount of money that we can give you. I was like, you didn't need to roast me. I got it. When you sent me $100 a week, I understood that I was on the lower end of the receiving of the unemployment. They're like, we wish we could give you less, but legally, we can't. Truly wish we could. I've worked a lot of dumb jobs. Victoria's Secret, I don't know if you guys have been there if you don't remember it. It's where they put underwear out and it says something on the butt, you know, like underage in sparkly letters. And I worked there for a little bit. That's not a fun job. I don't know. You have to measure people's tits while you're there. Measuring tape, like literally. You give them a number. It's just very weird to look like a 12-year-old in the face and be like, double D's, well done. You passed me, okay. But I like retail for the characters that come in. Has anyone worked retail before? Just had like the most insane people come up to you and ask crazy questions. I had a woman come up to me, it's like a very old woman. She came up and she goes, could you tell me where in Victoria's Secret I can find a long sleeve, floor length white nightgown? I was like, what? Have you tried a 17th century castle? I don't know why you would need that unless you're haunting something. I looked at my coworker, I was like, what was up with that lady? And she was like, what lady? So, was she really there? I'll never know. I got got a phone call from my mom this week. I have nieces and nephews. I have 4 of them. It's like too many. I can't keep track of them, you know. But I just found out my sister is an anti-vaxxer, so that won't be a problem for much longer. Death. They're gonna die. She called me because the oldest one is 14, and she goes, Carmen, I don't know what to do. I need your advice. 14-year-old, she's seeing a guy. They're friends, he vapes. And then she goes, but also he can do a backflip. I was like, those two things cancel each other out. I don't know what advice you want. And then she goes on for 5 more minutes explaining the backflip. She was like, I met him. He did a backflip for me. It was amazing. I asked him, how did you learn that? And he said, I started on a trampoline, then I moved to a mattress, then I moved to a sandbox. And I was like, what is the advice that you need? Are you trying to fuck him? I don't understand where this is going. Right? You guys fuck kids? Right? Yeah. As a woman, it's always baffling when a woman fucks a kid, because it's like, they're so bad in bed, they have to be, right? Kids. It's terrible. You shouldn't fuck kids, but also, you know, like I wouldn't fuck someone under the age of 30. Does that make sense? You're not gonna slip a 10-year-old past me, they can't even eat soup good. Gross. I can tell some of you are offended, and I get it. Your kids can fuck good. So I forgot that this is probably streaming online. We'll see. Always get mad at those jokes, and I'm like, why? Like, they're pedophile jokes. I'm like, they're anti-pedophile jokes. I'm telling you not to fuck kids, but you shouldn't fuck kids. You need it, I think. See, I've been going to protests. I should probably say which ones, right? Like, my statues, not those ones. Not the ones. Black Lives Matter protests. Harder to find now. They keep factioning off into like weird drum circles at McCarran. It's very stressful. They're too specific now. They're like, we're protesting that there aren't enough cats in this neighborhood. I'm just like, I don't want to hear this one. I've noticed you can tell at these protests when the white people write the chants. Do you know what I mean? Like you're marching along and you're like, what is it? Okay, rumpa-tum-tum, racism is dumb. You need to stop writing them, is what I'm saying, you know? When the chants get out of rhythm because we're clapping stupid, I'm like, can we do anything right? God damn it. I am wearing some makeup in quarantine. You don't really need to, but I like to see what it looks like on the inside of a surgical mask, you know? It looks good there. Looks crazy clown on my face at that point. I enjoy it. Let's see. My boyfriend came up behind me when I was putting makeup on, and he goes, isn't it weird that women don't put makeup on their ears? And I was like, what the fuck did you just say to me? And he goes, no, because it's a different shade than your face. I thought you want to match the two. You want to match the shades. Match! I was like, oh my god, your dick tip's a different color from your shaft. What? Are we doing? Is this fighting? So I just put some concealer in my hand and I smoothed him right out. Beautiful. I put a little smoky eye on the tip. I can't even do that to my own face. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous penis. Talk about the WNBA for a minute. I am wearing a jersey. I love the WNBA. Excellent. Oh, wow. Perfect. Yeah, we talked on the way in. I was like, a friend! Nobody ever bonds with me over this. Like, every man wears, like, any hat with any letter and he makes 12 friends at the bar. I have to, like, go to the games, and even there, they're like, who? What are you here for? I'm just here to support women. I love the WNBA. They're fantastic. They're also, they're like the at the front line of just social justice movement. They're great. They're so pro Black Lives Matter. So much so that, like, I can't even watch men's sports anymore because I'm like, I can't take this seriously. You know, like the football players, like 2 of them will kneel, and I'm like, great. But then, like, you go to the WNBA and they're like, at halftime, we're going to take a Republican and set him on fire. Half court. It's beautiful. I like to watch it. I don't know. Men's sports, I can't focus because I'm like, have these guys ever made any woman come? Do you know what I mean? Just rich, professional athletes. They've never had to try, right? My cross-reference, I date a very unathletic, very poor guy, and he goes down on me like the last nickel is somewhere. He's in massive debt, is what I'm saying, and you can tell. So I just watch the WNBA because they're for sure making women come. I love them. Let's see, one more thing I will say. Oh, that's... I was like, yeah, it's fine. In quarantine, the masturbating, love it, big fan, just try if you have it. My place, I like to use the bathroom to lock on the door. I have a lot of roommates. I love the bathroom. Unfortunately, the bathroom is also where all of the cockroaches live. So when I'm in there, I have to fantasize 2 different things, right? 1, 2 guys. That's what I'm into. Also, that I have a better life. Just in there like, oh my god, 2 cocks, no roaches. Oh, that would be sexy. That would be fun. Okay, well, please delete that from the internet. What a joy. Thank you so much for having me here, and goodbye.
Thank you so much. I don't think we're streaming just yet. We have to do a test, so we're not streaming just yet, so don't worry about it. If anything, like... I laughed. I was fucking with it. I think, yeah. Have you found the 2 cocks in the no roaches yet? No. Like, how do you go about looking for that? Like, is there a process to looking for that? Or? Oh, how did that go? Was it? Yeah, it's always met. Like I tried a threesome with another dude, and I was always like, I'm so nervous at a threesome with another dude. I just don't want my dick tip to touch his dick tip. Ooh, no. No cock-cocking. I'm so afraid of that, yo. I don't know. Hey, don't judge me. Okay. I don't know how free you guys are. You guys seem free just to be cocked out. How does this sound? I'm sorry, I'm doing a test right now. It sounds all right? Are you on the Zoom that he gave you? Okay. So before we start recording, we got a couple of more comedians that's coming up. Coming to the stage right now, we have Liz Miel.
This space is so pretty. That's all that matters, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna do some stuff from our previous life, and then I'm gonna do stuff that I wrote while in quarantine, and you'll be able to tell because they don't have punchlines. So get ready. You guys seem really open and love comedy, so I feel good about being here. No sarcasm. Okay, I have a man in my life. Yeah, he's good enough. I love him, blah, blah, blah. I do. I care about him. I would say the biggest issue with us right now is we've been together for 3 years, and if I'm being truthful, I have only been dateable for 3.5. And I don't think he understands how lucky he is. Everyone before him unsubscribed. And I took it personally. It really was my fault. And I tried to do the work. I tried to fix myself. And I don't know how you would go about fixing yourself, but I decided to put myself in therapy. And if you've never been to therapy, I'll kind of explain my journey. In my mid-20s, I came to the conclusion that my parents didn't finish the job, and I was going to have to pay out of pocket for someone to raise me. And thank you. And I took it seriously. I was an adult. I tried to do the work. And I would say three years into therapy, I really started to feel better. I was happier than I'd ever been before. I was connecting with people in a way I hadn't. They say people can't change, but I really felt like I changed. And now I've been in therapy for almost 9 years, and I'm pretty sure I'm better than most people. Yeah, I don't make more money than anybody here. I'm not more successful, but emotionally speaking, I am better than all of you. Yeah, I have a PhD in myself. I've done the work. And I say all this just because my boyfriend's not there. I'm not saying he's a bad person. I'm just saying emotionally speaking, we're on completely different pages. So if my boyfriend's upset with me, he won't tell me for weeks, for months, for years. And then something very minor will happen. I'll forget to text him when I'm on the road, and he'll send me a slew of crazy text messages that are I know you're blowing somebody in an alley. And it's I don't go down alleys. They're so dangerous. If I'm going to blow somebody, it's going to be in a bathroom. It's warmer. I'm always cold. He's giving me first draft feelings. Does that make sense? He's talked to no one. And I would never do that to him. If I'm upset with my boyfriend, I hire a team of consultants. I have a feelings focus group. All of my thoughts are monitored for quality assurance. If I'm upset with my boyfriend, I'll call my 3 best friends, and I'll get a friend perspective. And then I'll talk to my roommate, and I'll get a male perspective. And then I'll call my therapist, and I'll get an educated perspective. And then I talk to a man on a bus, and I get a bus perspective. Okay, I take all that information, I take all that data, and then I approach my boyfriend. I'll be hey, you really upset me yesterday, and I was talking to Daryl,